Hello, everyone. Okay, let's see if we're kind of straightened up here now. Let's see. Camera's just a little off, and it drives me crazy. There we go. We should be fine now. Should be. That's the magic word. Okay, let's get back to our Vicki Boutin book. We ended with our Christmas tree last night, and the goal is, um, I hope we can just breeze through this and then start the decorating this evening. And the only thing is, I'll have to double check. I didn't bring the ribbon home again. I should have it though. Lexi's really good about putting kits together for me. So I have a feeling it's around here somewhere. How is everybody on this great Friday? Well, I meant to get started earlier, and earlier came and went. So it just flew by today. On this page, put those out. Those were leftovers. We're going to start. We have this horizontal pocket. And then we have the flip book that's going to go on the front here. Okay. I'm going to set him to the side. And then I want to also get out my gold tabs. And I'm going to start with those. Did I do gold on both? I did gold on the front, black on the back. So gold with the pocket and black on the back. And let me turn the sounds off. There we go. So all that doesn't pick up. Well, I hope that I hope some of you are with me here tonight. If you are, just pop in a hello and let us know you're here, because it's always great to see you. Well, after we're done with these two ring binders, this is it for the ring binders for the year. And if you are still wanting to, well, if you want to get this one, the Vicki Boutin, you might want to grab it. Well, hello. Oh, I have family in Kansas. You might want to grab this. The link's below, because the girls put together 4 more of the Mistletoe and memory binders, but that is it on the kits. And then they are gone from our warehouse. And you don't have to have it ready for this Christmas. We still have a few more Christmases coming in the years to come. Okay, from our Vicki Boutin 6x8. Hi, Christina. We're going to use the poinsettias. And the plaid. There's that other little piece. The pocket, it measures 4 inches. Well, it's longer than 4, but we're going to cut the black at 4 1/8, and we're going to leave it at 6. And your poinsettias, we're going to do the same thing. I just cut a piece. I don't use the whole thing. Yeah, I cut it at 4. Like I said, your pocket is 4 1/4. I don't know why they did that. It would be nice. We could have just used half and half, but they didn't do that, which is okay. We'll roll with it. So inside the pocket will be 4 inches by 6 inches. We don't have to cut our length, but the plaid is going to be 4 1/8 by 6. See, these are what I use for the extra mats inside of the pockets, and then you can just put pictures on those. You don't really have to do anything too special with those. But we do want to go ahead and ink the edges. So what's everybody up to this Friday night? Are you doing your Christmas? Just watching TV, hanging out, doing videos? Well, thanks for joining me tonight. Seems to be where we're at every evening. Oh, good. Oh, you got your December daily. Awesome. I can't wait to start those. We'll be starting those January 19th. Kind of give us time to regroup, enjoy the holidays, and start in January. It'll take us through February, so we will be working on that for a bit. And unfortunately, those are sold out. Oh no, we put a few more together. Well, hi, Linda. How are you? Linda, the funniest thing today, I was going through some boxes. And you remember when I first got Wilbur? Because you made me a book. And it was sitting there with his baby pictures in it. And I had, oh, wait a minute, Mel, you just got home from Ogden? Well, that's where we're at. Did you come to the store and visit? That's so cool that you were just here. Anyway, the book, and I know it's the one you made. It when he was a puppy. Oh, okay. It's just I wasn't there. Oh, I didn't mean to put that up there. Sorry. I was just clicking to see who else was on here. Well, thank you for visiting. I'm sorry I wasn't there. But is that your YouTube name, or do you have a different name? But you don't have to tell us if you don't want to, because I know we're on YouTube. So that's okay. Sometimes I go by a different name too, just depending on what my husband calls me that day. Just kidding. As you notice, the pocket is not glued down. Merry Christmas, Linda. And I always glue them down. Just here on the edge. Keeps things from, kind of coming out the sides. Now, the other two beagles, Homer and Charlotte, they're from, oh, I got that crooked. Or well, they're from a different litter. many of you have followed the Beagles and me from the beginning, but Homer and Charlotte, the lady that's they're doing their very last, no more. She's done with beagles. I mean, not done with beagles. She's got beagles, but no more breeding because hers are getting they're at that age. Oh, Melissa, yes. Okay, now I get your okay. If I had read your name correctly, I was just going, Mel. I don't know Mel, but Melissa, yes, I know who you are. They're having their very last litter in January. So I asked my husband, "Are you sure you don't want one more?" And that's when I learned the other names that he could call me. He didn't call me any other name, but he did say, "No, we're not having a fourth." I do agree with him. I was just pulling his chains. I don't want a fourth beagle either. I don't want four dogs. That's too many for me. Okay, let's turn that over for now. Like I said, the goal is I want to get through these pages. We're going to come back and then we're going to decorate. So now we want our flip book that is the 2 photo spots. I want to also show you, you can have the green and you can have the red. Totally up to you. Now it is too long because of the holes. I was planning on leaving it. And then I realized I can't leave it again. Here we are with that issue, right? And after we get this situated here and we get the matting on, we are going to trim this edge. See, it will be flush. And then we'll score it. Picture spots. And then this is the acrylic from that package. So I'm going to start by getting out the green because we need to mat this. And I don't have names to give you. Well, hi, Diane, because they don't name these. So this one is kind of a tealish green, but I thought it was very pretty. And there's wording there. And it is directional. A cup of cheer overflow. Okay, it's easy to figure out, but you do want your lead going one direction. And this is going to go straight down. I love this time of year, not just for Christmas, but it also, and it's funny, my Lexi's the same way. She has been dusting and cleaning the warehouse. I mean, cleaning it. And so that's what I've been doing down here. And I've been getting a section of the plastic totes, these that I use. So you guys might want to do the same. I ordered a package of 6 off Amazon, and they're going to be my Christmas boxes. And so those are what I'm going to put all this Christmas in, and we're going to work on during the year. And then Lexi said, not only is it time to clean the warehouse, but I think in January we need to do warehouse boxes. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is going to be so fun. So guys, be cleaning up a lot of spots, okay? This doesn't happen twice a year. We usually do warehouse boxes once a year. I'm just telling you here so you guys know first. Anyway, back to our project. That was our little commercial break. No, but anyway, I did order 6 more, and I decided I'm going to limit myself to the 6 collections, and we're going to work off of them all year long. So you do the same. Get out your Christmas. Oh, Melissa, if you look down below the video, there is, you should see, I've linked it. If you're on YouTube, in the description down there, you're going to see the project kit, Mistletoe and Memories. And this is going to be one of the collections that we're going to continue working on, because I also will be using her big 12 by 12 paper pad. So I've got an album planned and I'm pretty excited. Excuse me. Uh-oh. Oh, there's my cutter. My cutter sitting there. Okay, so what you're going to want to do is decide. I'm going to bring this one right to that edge. Now you could also flip it if you want the green. I'm going to have the red. It just looks more Christmassy. Okay. Now once you have it down, I just want it to come to the edge of the mat. I cut that one too short, so I knew I didn't want to do that this time. Do secure it, okay? So it doesn't move. Okay, turn this over. And then you can draw a line. That's what we're going to cut off. Now, this does angle, so try to, there you go. Block that with your hands so you can see it. But here's the thing. If you bring this point here and this, mostly this one, to 6, you're going to be where you need to be. Because we only have 6 inches. This one seems longer. Did I trim it? Nope. You know what? It is just a hair. That's weird. Seems a hair longer. So it will extend top to bottom. You guys, did I cut the wrong side? I cut the wrong. No, I didn't. These two are the same length, but one sticks over the edge. That's okay. It does. So this one is a little bit longer than my other one. That's really kind of strange. But you know, around here, anything's possible. So I'll trim that just a hair. Okay, so this is more my square side, so I'm going to put that at the top. I'm going to score this at 3/4 of an inch. Oh, yay. Well, you know, the girls are really good. They'll probably ship it out in the morning because they are sitting there and ready to go. The last 3 we put together. Okay. Well, you know what I'm going to do? No, I'm not going to do nothing. It's fine. I don't know why this one's just a little different than the other one in length. No. Just going to do a little bit of trim in there. There we go. Okay, if you want, let's go ahead and ink. I wonder if our Janice went to bed early tonight. Because, you know, we've been keeping her up late. Oh, and I did bring home another album so we can go back to those 4x6s that mine didn't have. Actually, I'm going to have to show you the ones. 49 and Market has a generic binder, so we can use it with any collection. It only has one of each of the dividers, so I only have one, but one is better than none of the 4x6 plastic sleeves. So we'll do that too at the very end, so I can go over that with you guys. Again, leave it over until you make sure there's no glue. Decorating, we'll be putting this bow on, and we'll just put some flowers and cut a little photo mat, and that will be in our decorating phase. Oh, if it's dry and you're okay with that, we can just place that back in our book for a minute. And then the next one is this divider. And this is how it looks. This is how it looks decorated. So again, all I did was decorate this front, but I do have the black holes and then the gold ones. So let's go ahead and put those on. This kind of looked like a Grinchy tree to me. I don't know why. So I used black on the front and gold on the back. I guess it's just the way it kind of feathers. Okay, and black on the front. Oh, Boutin, you went to the doctor. Oh, did he put you on more antibiotics? But you feel good, I hope. Okay, now I did ink the edges, and then this is the door that we're going to get from when we open the lasers, and then we'll get all this decorating done. So I'm going to ink the edge, and then we can go ahead and pop that back into the book for now. I didn't do a heavy ink where it came on the page, but you certainly can if you want to really grungy it up. Oh, I have the, you know, the cough pearls. Actually, they do work when they get into you and numb. So I was really glad to have those. Okay, now we're on to a 4x4s. Good. I'm glad you do feel better. Okay, we have guys, I don't know what we have because a lot of this was, oh, there's our these are, okay, these are going to be from our scraps. So and the reason it is some of them we haven't cut due to what do you call it? Due to us not doing the 4x6. Okay, we don't have a lot of like little pieces. I'm absolutely baffled here for a minute. Like I said, I'm not totally used to her paper. Oh, there we go. There's our snowman. Oh, and there's our green. Okay. I just haven't used a lot of hers till recently. This is definitely from the 8x8. This is from the 12x12 we just pulled. So let's cut and then see where we're at. Oh, two of them are. Okay, so we're going to use these two. Okay, there we go. Oh, it's the green. Okay. Starting to make more sense. Snowman. Oh, these are the ones. Remember, they're a little bit smaller. And I hate that they're a little bit smaller. I need to fix this. Okay, we're back to the top loading. That's correct. Now we need our stripes. You know, and I'm pretty sure we cut into this because I don't have it here. So let's look into our scraps again. Cut that early on. Get those handy. So what I'm going to do here is just cut this apart. See, we have the grid on one side. So it looks like I had cut off. So these are all going to look different when we cut them, just so you know. Yours might look different than mine. But that's okay. Oh, hello. Well, we're gonna finish our page here, and then we're gonna start decorating our album. Okay, this one though has me so can't find it. I know we have it, guys, because we do not use that much. We do not use that much of that one. And to be honest with you, it's okay if we use something else. And it's very possible it just fell back behind here. Let's see. Okay, well, it looks like I'm going to use something else. And to be honest with you, the 3x4s, I feel they're just kind of like they're just that placeholder for our photos. I mean, a lot of times, unless you just want it for the, like we did the scene with the tree. Otherwise, I think, you know, we can basically be okay using something else like the plaid and the green. And I do like the plaid, and it does look pretty cute next to the snowman. So we are safe. Now, I did not, except for when we came back to decorate, we'll use some of the lasers. I did leave this plain for the photos. But who knows? We might decorate it more this time. Okay, I'm going to just set that one in the book. And then we're going to go ahead and pull out the next sheet, which is, oh, we need it from our flip book. It's the long page with joy. And I think, you know what, we're just kind of basically at the point we are. We're going to go ahead and get out, because this one is a total, we totally just decorate it with, this is the last page. And then we also have our snow globe. So this gets totally decorated with all of the lasers and the cut apart. So I'm going to go ahead and leave this one in the book. And we're going to start with this one with opening our laser cuts. As soon as I get out, let's get out two things. This one. We're actually going to get out more than two things. I want you to get your snow globe. That was the original. Okay, then from the flip book. I'm just kind of moving things now so that we have room for all of this stuff because it will start falling out. Okay. These came from the flip book, and you know the different, well, we're going to get the ones out all that came with the album. We're going to want them both. Okay, let's make some room here for a minute. And we're just going to lay them down because they will start falling out, or go ahead and grab one of your 12 by 12s. There we go. So you have something to set those on. And then you're going to have the ones that have the 2 hole binders. These come from the album, came with the album, and it was in the back there. So I'm going to put those in a separate pile so I know which ones to grab from. Okay, and I'm now going to gather all the little pieces like for our snowman. So I'm just double checking that there isn't any little snowman's buttons. Oh, and we've got the borders. We've already used one that was in our book. Okay. We're going to use the foam. And then we have the 2 laser packs of floral and a lot of cute stuff. Okay. Now, this already fell out because we have some letters that are going to go on the next page. You'll need your pack of snow still. And this piece will be part of the snowman. And yeah, they're falling. So these are my other pieces that are in your flip book because we need our snow globe. There's my other snowman. And this is also the black matting. You can use some of that on the snowman, but we'll also be using it on the other album I do with this next year. Okay. And it is very possible I'll need to look later for some more of my snowman buttons. And I hated that they were kind of loose in there. I might have them all though. Okay. Now we'll keep those together. And I'll grab the joy sheet. One thing you may have noticed on your, we're going to need these chipboards. And if you went and found any videos on the flip book, there are some good instructions on these. There's some good different tutorials. So see how you have a separate joy that goes here. The border, though, is going to be separate. It's going to be this other border that came out of our book. We've already used one, so I'll show you what I did there. And then this other stuff will come from your flipbook project kit. And if you can't find your little snowman noses, just check. Oops, sometimes they fell off into the box. I might have a few extras. But we'll worry about that one when we get there. So you can see it's black, and you can definitely leave it black if you like it black. But we're going to go ahead as everything's falling. Put this over there. The J is already fallen out, so I'll go ahead and take this out. And then if you have an empty tray, you might want an empty tray because you're going to have a lot of little things, and then you'll have a lot of things too left over, or that I didn't use, and you definitely can use wherever you like. And there's my tray. And what we're going to do is we just glue these. The O went on first. The Y will go on top. And the J goes on top of the O. Then we have a big star and the smaller star. They're right here at the bottom. And the border. We've already used the one border, if you remember, the red one. So I'm going to use this. And I'm going to use that so it shows through. It needed something. And this doesn't get used anywhere else. So I thought, how pretty. There we go. And I add it behind so that the lace will show. Right there on the edge. And then when you turn it over, see, we'll put some framing on top of it, and we'll make it really cute. So this does go on first. Okay, we want to turn it so we can kind of see what we're doing. And then you use your lines, it'll line up really nice. Okay, and we'll start with our O. Oh, well, thank you. And then the Y. And J. And you do want your hole punch. We're going to have to punch a hole so that it will fit onto the page. Let me get my hole punch. So I'll just take my page out. Now, this again is going to stick over the top because it needs to be flush with the bottom. And you can either just punch through or do like we did last night, and I'll just draw the circles. These seem to be a little more accurate. With the big one. And you'll notice you probably have to go back in and make the hole just a little bit bigger. So won't be perfectly round, but nobody will notice. We're going to put a hole protector there. Okay, let's see how it fits. And I used gold on both sides. After you put the hole protector down too, if you need to punch a little bit more in there, this makes it easier also to see where that hole needs to go. Okay, this is the back side, but we're going to go ahead and decorate it first since we're here and we've pulled the stars. So now we can go ahead and open. And I do need to get another tray. You don't want to just dump those out. And you guys thought we were done sorting. We're never done, are we? Okay. I'm just going to grab what I can, and then I'll dump out the words. The chipboards weren't too bad. The only thing is we'll have to punch some centers out, and I'll get the cursive words. There wasn't a lot. I was kind of surprised. Then we've got just our banner words, and then we will use these little tiny banner words, and these are just really cute. What do you call those? Nameplate thingies. We got celebrate. So I'm not too worried. We will use those, but for right now, and things like this, I just throw away. Okay, big frames. Now there's some that are questionable. You'll be like, is that a frame? But it's not. It was actually, where they die cut, and I used them as frames. Some of it, like this one, for instance. Let me show you. See, that's not intended for a frame. It was just intended when they die cut it, I believe. I'm like, no, that's a cool frame. It's thinner. You can tell it's more of a, it's not a, even this you could use, which would be cute. You could do some fun things with that. So we are going to use both of these. The black will go on the green, and the red will go what we're doing right now. And I didn't back this because you could put white, or this is a good place for your black matting if you want to do a 4x6. Let me grab that. Your 65 pounds. I have more than one piece. So, that might look cool. Actually, let's do it this time. I didn't do it here, but I'm going to do it this time. So it's 4x6. So I'm going to cut I just wanted a hair short, like 3 and not too short. Yeah, so 3 and 7/8, and then 5 and 7/8. And I think that black will look cool with the joy. But let's just, oh yeah, I like that. I should have done it the first time, huh? Okay, I only want adhesive. Remember, on the one side, after you put your picture in, then you can glue it the rest of the way down. And then when we glue it down, that will open. Okay. So there's your two different looks. And I kind of centered the frame with joy. So I brought it up to the top. And then if you want numbers, this is the page where 23 went. So I'm just going to go ahead and follow. This is probably the only album, the way it's broken up, that I would do the days next year because you know me, I like to do weekly in my December daily. Okay. So the large star, we'll glue it down so it hits the frame. And I just put the glue on the frame. That way I don't worry about getting it where I didn't want it. Then I can do the rest of my star. A little bit more down here. And then our other small star. So I looked at the packaging and sort of, tried to go along with the packaging, sort of, on some of them. Like I didn't use the photos here, but I did, do some of what they did. Here they just used the mounting squares. I didn't. So that way you have some expression of freedom here. And then you can also wait, though, to put your numbers down anytime. And that's chipboard, so we'll hold that for a minute. It looks pretty cool with the black. Okay, let's flip that over. Let's get the green frame that's black. Now, in this one, I did use that 4x6 with the stars that we used at the beginning. And see, this is where it was fun to use the different numbers. You don't have to use them all the same that way. I use family photo time from the chipboards. We're going to use that from our 12x12. We've been cutting those tags. So let's go ahead and grab our tags out because we're going to use those quite a bit for decorating throughout. And then we'll go back and we have our plastic sleeves to do too, but we'll get to those. These are the two we want. Except the one I used here. You've got to be kidding. It's not here. Okay. Nice thing about these cases, it's got to be in here somewhere because there it is. But we're going to keep those handy. Okay, so we want this one. Trim that. I'll cut that green off so I don't mess it up. But let's go ahead and cut this at 3 7/8 and 7/8 to fit the frame. This is where we're going to get into the package of fun stuff. And then you also want, can you guys see that right there? That comes off of the, where we took the, that scallop. So it's this one without the bow. And we won't use the whole thing. I don't think we do. No. So we're going to use 6 inches of it. And I'm just double checking. I want to double check something before we cut that because we haven't opened these yet. And I wanted to make sure it's not inside of here, and it doesn't look like it is. So that would be the right one. You know, they put stuff everywhere just to confuse us. And I'm going to cut just that little bit off so we start with the closed end. Cut it at 6. Just throw that away. So we'll put the frame down first. Okay, I don't know how that ended up on the other side. I have a feeling, and it doesn't matter. I must have cut it wrong. But that's okay. I'll put it at the top instead. Okay. Then I'm going to glue this on the side. Just on the edge. Now we want our little tag, so we can go ahead and get that cut, and we'll ink that up. And if you really want to grunge it, you can go ahead and like take your scissors or your, you know, that tool that will do your edges. I just use my scissors. If you want, you could definitely do that, because we're going to have that under the frame. Okay, you guys ready for the mess? Let's open the laser cut elements for the floral. Because we're looking for our spruce. So we have kind of in categories. And then this one seems to be Christmas trees, poinsettias and things, and this one's more of your wreath and just your like sprigs. That's kind of how I see it. So it kind of helps there. And then these, of course, you can keep and cut. So they give you all those extras, and I love it. And what I'm looking for, though, is in our floral, because remember, we also have this floral. But in this floral, which this is going to be fun, we're going to go back and forth. See, this is a little different floral. It's not your laser cut or die cut. Your leaves are more, and these are the black and white, things like that. So okay, fingers in here. So I've got a set of here, and I'm going to take out the small one, I think. Yep. And the small one in the corner. And you have to be gentle, as you guys know. It doesn't quite look green enough, but let's double check things. Double check. I think it's this bigger. It is this bigger one. So it's this bigger one underneath this poinsettia. But I'm going to go ahead and take them out. And it's this one over here. So here's our wreath. And then it's this little guy. They're close enough, though. The only reason I can tell is I really can't tell, guys. But it looks like it's pretty darn close. Because those do look darker, but print also vary. But you know, those are good enough. So I try to keep it on the back paper so we don't lose too much. Yeah, don't worry. Yeah, they seem a lot lighter, but but you know what? I think it's the printing on this batch because do you see how much I don't know if you guys can see. Yeah, do you see how much lighter all my leaves are? This batch, and it can happen in printing. I don't know if it's hard to see. Those are definitely, they kind of look a whitish where these were not. Okay, so we'll go with those. Can't wait to glue those down. They do get bumped on. So just choose 2 leaves that you really like because this is different. This is definitely the leaves, but they're lighter. That happens. Okay, so I'm just going to count down 2 squares from the top on this grid. I'm just going to kind of lay things down first. Probably use a little bit more. There we go. Okay. Now, you're not going to get glue exactly on there, so just get some there to hold them in place. And everything will be hidden under the mats, but we at least have an anchoring of our greenery. You just want to be very kind to those because they're very fragile. But I don't know if you guys see on camera, they're definitely a lot lighter. Okay, 2 rows down from the top. And once again, I just want to give it a look-see. Okay, so this is off centered just a little bit. Okay. Now we can glue the whole back side. Plus, you do want to put adhesive on these outer edges so they don't bend and get broken, because they are, again, fragile. Okay, we need our chipboard words, and I'm looking for the word warmth. So it's very possible it's going to be one of these little guys that is on a frame. Peace, love, goodwill. There it is. So I'll put them there as they fall out. Now, wouldn't that be a cute belt buckle? So, yeah, if you want to hang on to it, you could use it for something. So I'll put warmth right there. Oh, we should have just got them all out at once. Okay, we want family photo time, and it's going to be one of the little tiny words on, whoops, that is inside of one of these. Oh, Merry Christmas to all. There it is. We'll put that right on the frame. And I took a green, number 22. Okay, now we're going to open the laser cut elements themselves. I love these little houses. Oops. Don't want to lose him. So I'll start putting these things into a tray. Probably I'll just pop them right in here with the words so I'll know where they came from. And then again, you have a cut apart on the back, which is really cool. You can use it for just about anything else you want to use it for. And when we turn it over, there's our house. And we'll need some foam in just a minute. I used, oh, no, I did not use foam. Okay, we're good. But we also want a December to remember, which does come off of here. And when you turn it over, you have the red house and the snowman. And you can also, if you want a different house, I don't think I used this one. You could definitely choose a different one. I went with the green to kind of keep the green theme there. You guys, I lost my house. There it is. Oh, hi, Sharon. So I'll put a December to remember. So this is a little bit more different placement than that one. It's off just a little bit. No problem. The house. We're going to just glue our house directly to the frame. And then it won't get in the way of the photo, and it has support, but it's pretty heavy. It's heavy cardstock, or it's just really heavy. And then a December to remember. I don't want to lose those. That print is definitely off. Sorry, I have to move a pop-up that keeps every night, same time we're live, it tells me one of my internet protections is expired, but I don't have that one, so I don't know how to get rid of it. And this page is done. So we're kind of working on the last two, since we'll decorate these, and then we'll move back to the front just after this last page. And then we're going to start back at the front after this one. Okay, let's, oh, and the ribbon. I do that very last also. And it's a good thing because, like I mentioned earlier, I don't have it. And I should have grabbed it at the warehouse today. Of course I didn't. I'll see if I have some in the back, and I'll show you how I glue that on. Super simple. Okay, so our last one is this page, and then we have December observations on the back. And this is what I mean. It really has to be at least tacked down, otherwise they're so fragile. Okay, that's my original. So we're going to go ahead and take out the things we need from here. Okay, we're going to start with our fireplace, and of course the fire. So when you take out, there we go, the fire, the rest should stay there. So we want the fire, we want the fireplace. Looking for the candles. So I took these three, and they're teeny tiny. And we will be getting stuff from other things. So I'm just looking here. Pretty sure it's from the other things, because we have stuff everywhere, guys. Not by my doing this time, but by their doing. This is the florals. Let me make sure. Yeah. So on our florals, we have this corner bow. And with these bows, I mean, they are intricate. So just go slow. And I usually do, oh, if I have to, see, I will tear it. Oh, yeah, I have to go back for our stocking. So I'm going to start at the top here. And it really looks like string. See what I mean? And I ended up cutting it. Is that the right one? We have a couple of these. Yeah, that's the right one. And then the mistletoe, I added, it's right here. The greenery is going to be 2 different leaves I put together in the center. Or did I? No, I did not. They did. Sorry. There it is. Big Christmas tree, greenery. So it went perfect. Then we have this bow. So it's a little bit of a thicker bow right under this Christmas tree. Then we want this little guy. And we will decorate this ourselves. And he is right. Oops, he's right here. There's a huge poinsettia and then this little Christmas tree. And we're going to decorate him. Yep, that's him. And let's go back to our stockings. Our stocking, yeah, we have 2. Well, one is attached to a tag. So we only need the striped stocking, which is here. Go and grab my number 24. We have this one. I'm going to have to tell you, that's going to be a fun one to find. See, this is why decorating can take so long. Because things are just everywhere on different pages, different parts. And I am going to take, so we're going to take this baby star, and this comes from the ones that were in the album. Little tiny star for our tree. And then I need these guys. And we will cut them. And again, oh, they're just, see, it's already wanting to tear. There we go. That helps a lot. I'm just taking all 3 of them out. I can't remember if we use all 3. We have more too on another page. They want to torture us. And now you'll start losing things, so you want to kind of keep them together. And then we're looking for this. And it's an easy one to put on. So if anybody has their packaging, I believe that was the one package of ephemera. No, I did not. So we're safe. Hold on. So we don't go digging. It definitely was not in our ephemera pack. And I even made notes. Okay, so we're not going to dig through the ephemera. There's no sense because it's not there. We know it's not going to be in the floral. And it's not in there. So we're going to leave the spot because we'll find it as we're going. No, it's no, it's one piece. It has the green, and then it's one whole piece, and the stocking is attached to it. So what I have combined here is what was in the album. We're going to take a look through. It has the holes, so we know it came with the book. Oops. This came with, that's pretty cute. This came with the flip book. Like I said, if I don't see it, I'm just going to leave a little space open there. And we will run into it as we're working. Okay, so we'll just leave the space, not a problem. And then it will show up because it's not far. Okay. So we'll decorate the tree and things like that after we put it down. And then I did use the chunkier dots. We're going to go ahead and start with the fireplace because it's kind of the center. And then with your foam, just kind of come straight up the center. Same here, so we can tuck. You don't want to go right to the edge when we get up to here. So I'll just stay around the fireplace opening there. And this is pretty heavy, so. And I did ink my fireplace. Oh, Diane, you are amazing. Oh, it is. Oh gosh, you guys, how did I miss that? And I love having extra eyeballs here. So right under our big Christmas tree, that's our front cover, is the Tidings of Comfort and Joy. Thank you so much. I knew one of you would come up with it. Okay. A little bit of adhesive for support, for permanency. Okay, we want to come over to the left a little bit because of our Christmas tree. Yeah. So I'm going to come, there's the red line, and I'm going to count over 3. And on the third line is where I'll line up my fireplace. This little guy that we just found, I'm going to put him down next. and part of it sticks over the top. And we don't have to glue. No, I did not put a dot. We don't have to glue that part of the stocking. I mean, if you get glue on there, it's not going to hurt nothing. And it's right on the very edge. It hangs over the edge just a little bit. Greenery. Now, that's why we wanted to, see, leave that open so we can just tuck our greenery right in behind there. And then on these wide parts is where, well, I kind of put adhesive everywhere, but mostly on those wide pieces. We're going to center it. Okay, and then our big stocking. This is fun when you can decorate this way. I love it. And it hangs over to the very edge also. Oh, I wanted to show you something too. You actually have a slit here. And we've got some little candy canes, and I meant to put those in there, but I'll go back and do it. We've got some little hearts, or you could even stick a little star in there. So if you want to utilize that slit, make sure you don't glue that. Just glue under here. Don't glue the top down. And so I will make sure this time, I almost did. I won't glue the slot area down. And then you can stick something down there. Okay, let's put our fire up on the dots also. We can bring it up just a hair. Now, I will put the bows and things down. Just, you know, I did put, see, I put the ribbon right on top of our bow. Okay, then this guy is the wrong bow. It's this one. So I did take the dots and I'm going to cut them, because we do need to have them on the bow to raise it up. Then so I'll cut it kind of in fours. Okay, we'll tack that down so it doesn't get damaged. I do want to see the words, so they move really nice, so you can move it to where you want it. Somewhat, not a lot, but without it tearing. Okay, our candles. Start with this one. So I went large, medium, and then small. We'll go over on that side. It's Wilbur snoring. My gosh, that boy. Oh, it's the right one. Yep, you do. It's Wilbur. He's in a deep, deep sleep. And of course, you still have a lot of things if you decide you want to go back and even do more decorating of your fireplace. It's so fun. It's like remember paper dolls and doll houses. And then I'm going to let's get those on before I forget here. You get to make your own room. Did I put gold on the back? Yes, I did. So let's go ahead and put those on. We should have done those first. You get to be your own home interior decorator. There we go. Okay, let's put our Christmas tree down. And I did put foam. And I stayed just in the middle because it has to go over the edge of our fireplace. And I'll take this half one for up there. This one takes this page a little more time because we're doing the intricate decorating. the ribbon will slide right underneath here. Okay, I'll start with my star. Oh, I don't know why I punched. That must have just fallen out. Oh, it's going to break. Okay, let's go with our bow. And in the center of my bow, just add a dot of glue so we can hang our mistletoe. Okay, we're going to hold that for just a second. And as you can see, there's not much to glue on, but we're going to just follow the threads. And again, you can kind of guide this where you want it to go. There we go. Okay, now these fun little things. So what I did is I just measured it out and kind of pinched it with my fingers, or you can cut them. I just kind of kept going. You can also just put a little line of glue for the string part. And then just kind of swag it. Imagine how, they would be on a tree. And then these last two little ones. I don't know. Definitely don't get rid of them. We use these elsewhere too. So let's go with the, I will just go ahead and use those I did before. Like just right there. So I'm going to wait and see. I think we have a present left over. If we do, I'm going to put one down here. Can't remember if we do, so I don't want to put it down now. Whew. And the front there is done for 24. And except for the pretty ribbon, which we'll do later. Okay, let's turn this over. And then we want 3 of those tags. Then we're going to do our snow globe on the back. So I used cheer, and I used this one so you could journal on it, and I think the back side of this one. Again, save borders. They're really cute. I use that one and this one. Okay, actually doing these two is good because then they have kind of a lot of different things to them. Such as, we want this window. And I took these out. No, I didn't leave that up. But something tells me I did. Hold on. You know how I went back and glued this down so it wouldn't get boogered? I did. I had left it open originally so you could, well, I can still slide a picture. Okay, there was a reason that wasn't down, but I'm showing you. We're going to glue it to the window so you can flip it over and add a photo. Okay, well, I still can, basically. Then we want this piece, and it's all one. And it's right on the opposite side here. It's all put together for us. We don't have to do it ourselves. And then we want a Santa Claus from our ephemera pack. Okay, did we put our Santa Clauses with, see, I still have Oh What Fun on my brain also. We put all of our Santa Clauses together. And on here, we want this little tiny Santa Claus there. Oh, there he is. Santa Claus in letters. That's right. Oh, he wasn't the littlest Santa Claus. There's still one even smaller. We want the medium Santa Claus. And the number 25. There it is. Okay, let's ink everything up and just get everything down. What's, oh, 25. We need that. Our Santa Claus. Then I picked this tag for that photo spot with our window and the wording. I grunged those up. So when we put the frame on this time, I mean the floral, I won't glue it down. Okay. So I have it sticking over the top. And I'm only going to glue this side. Right there where the panes are. Just right along the edge. Then you can still put a little photo in there. So we want to see the whole wording. And if you'd rather, you can leave this whole spot open if you'd like, just for a big photo. I chose not to. This is where I'm thinking of this one more, you know, of the daily. So just something small will go into each one. So once you get your placement, okay, we'll try and keep it together as a grouping. And just get some glue there to anchor things and then drop them. Attack some more. But not the window. Don't glue that down. Now I remember why I didn't glue this down to the paper yet. I only glue it along the top of the window, and then this outer, about a quarter of it. So I can put the photo, and then we can glue it down. Just be careful when you're, you know, looking in your book, turning your pages for now, so it doesn't get torn. That one was getting torn, so I thought, oh, I'll glue it down. Now I'll have to kind of stuff a picture under there. But it should be fine. And Santa at the window. His hand's going a little bit under the window. Okay, that's our last page, and it's done except for the ribbon. Okay, we're going to put these back in the book, and then we are going to work on our snow globe, and that's probably as far as we'll get tonight because we had some intricate things there, and the snow globe is a little bit intricate, so let me show this to you. So here's our snow globe. I did go back and add some of this stuff. So tonight we're not going to add it because we're going to wait to see which one it was before we add it. I can't remember. But here is our snowman's on the back. And like I mentioned, this black piece is actually meant to go across the hat. And I had a hinge there. You'll see in a moment the way I scored it. I thought, I'm going to just use ribbon. I like the ribbon better, but I'm going to show you when we get to that point what you can do because it's made for the flip book, not made to be stationary like this, but I wanted it to be stationary. And we need to put it down first before we add the globe to it. Okay, there we go. Stuck there. Okay, and it's just going on the back. So here's the idea with the snow globe. In your flip book, so you'll punch your holes here when you flip it up like so. And I thought I used this instead for my hinge. And then you put this there. Now, another thing, though, with this, look at the back. So I don't like that either. You have black cardstock, and then you have some black inside on the other pages. Your 49 to market. And you could make it red if you wanted to do that instead of a bow. I'm going to do it like I did before, but you could definitely add another strip. You could decorate that, but I thought, And it does show that where the white is showing. Well, it doesn't. It shows where, see, they punched the holes. And it doesn't show it flipped up. They show them side by side. But that white shows. So I'm going to let you decide there. And I'm going to decide if I'm going to anchor this or use it. But again, if we use it here, look what we see. It just looks unfinished. So we're going to put this in our scoreboard. In the flip book, you would punch your holes. Now, you're just going to have to kind of move it. There we go. And find a place to score. And, oh my gosh, it sure would. You could do a toy soldier and just, yeah, you could. How cute would that be? So looking at the snow globe, you're going to notice we're going to square it off, but it's okay. So let's fold that back because when we add the rim, which you're going to now want to get from your flip book, And there's your nose for the, isn't it cute for your snowman? So we'll take that off. This now will extend over the top. So where we've made it square, you won't even notice. See, there's just a little bit that hangs over. So that's the other thing too, though. It has to go. Show you. It's going to have to go at the very, very top of your book. Very top. So when it flips over, it goes to the outside of your book. The only other way is to bring it down, and it's going to be off-centered. So we'll put this on first. Then we'll... Oh, wait a minute. Did I put it on the book first? Hold on. I put it on the book first. Oh, that's what I did. Okay, get your paper clips. You're going to situate it so it fits. Okay, right in that circle. And you've got some like shadowing in the graphics. So put that where you want, but have it flush on the sides. I just thought it was easier to work on it on the book. You can work on it off the book, but I thought it was easier. Okay. You could even have it, guys, you could even have it hang over the edge if you wanted. See, it would come to the outside. Okay, so I'm going to put this right at the very edge, and I'm going to hold it here, and we're going to flip it to make sure, see that it clears. Perfect. So as long as we put it right at the very top. Now see, when you open it, then you have the white here, and that's where I thought, oh, I'm going to use this and put it here. So you could also cut a strip this size of your colored cardstock and put it there if you are just dead set that you want to use it here. But then again, you're going to have to figure out what to do with the back side. I didn't like it at all. Okay, so now I know where to place this at the very, very top. No doubt in my mind. Furnish that well. I'm going to pick my book up. Oh, and it has to go to the right, because remember your rings. Bring it to the top of the red where it's kind of red, to the very top. So it has to clear that. And you have to clear these. That's when I took this. And this now will cover that up. Again, it looks like a cool toy soldier this way too. Put the bow tie on. And okay. Now, worst case scenario, if you didn't get it up there far enough, then you'll just have some of the green from the globe showing. But I didn't, I wanted it not to show. Okay, this one, this little guy was a little bit stretchy. But how nice is this? So when you're taking it off, it does have a center here. Nice and sticky. But I didn't know, yeah, see, it will start, it wants to try and lose its shape. So don't really play with it too much. But this is the part. Just go slow. Yeah, see, it likes to stretch a little. So just, yeah, there you go. Hold one side up and kind of work it. Because you will have to move it a little bit. I just screwed it up. I didn't put the acetate down, guys. You're going to kill me. So just go slow. It's okay. We have glue. What was I thinking? For those of you taking notes, don't just do what I did. I have something you don't, and I know it's not. I have another one. It's that one I had to open in the beginning. So don't do what I just did. I think this is the one I had to give to somebody. I may have to salvage that. Keep going, keep going. It's here. I have another one. The acrylic goes down first, or the acetate, or whatever that stuff is. Oh, that whole sheet can't be gone. Hold on. So what I'm going to have to do is I totally just destroyed that one. And I have another one. We may not get this finished tonight, which is okay, because I have to do it right with you. Oh, wait, I think I see it. I think it fell. Thank goodness for these trays. Aha. It did. Last resolve, I would have, in the resort, I would have cut it with my Cricut. I just would have measured it and made a circle, and we would have been fine. So I will put a note on this as a disclaimer. Do not. And Melissa, you don't have your kit yet, so don't do what I just did. Okay, don't even touch that yet. Let's get the acetate on the back side before I do it again. Okay, so our acetate is printed on one side. That goes down first, then the foam goes down. I used the beacons because it's made for glass lace and things like that, and it seemed to hold it really well. Trying to get this, it thickens up. There we go. So on the inside of our circle, again, the printed side goes out. The white is the back. Right now I'm not worried about top or bottom because we'll turn it. This is where I like to use the microfiber on the clear so that I don't scratch it. Okay. Cute. There's no glue. Okay, let's do this again the right way. And you do need to keep this in one piece. Otherwise your snow will come through. All right, let's try this one again. So if you don't, see, if I don't stretch it too much getting it out, it will fit just fine. But I stretched the other one. That other one just, it was destined to be not used. Okay, now we want to take our snow globe and the graphics that come with your snow globe. Christmas tree. Oh, now you don't have to use these either. If you want to use more of a house or something from the others, laser cuts, you certainly can. I'm kind of doing it as the picture was. And there's, they put him. But again, like I said, you don't have to. You can also put words up here. You definitely can change it, but I would wait until you decorate it and then build your snow globe. And then we're going to be using the snowflakes here and the words merry and bright, but those go on the outside. So the tree was put down flat, and the deer I will put up on some foam. Whoops. And of course, you want to bring it about a finger or so width up, because let me show you. There you go. The edge of your globe. You want to be able to see it, and then there'll be snow in there. And then I brought him down a little bit, but I overlapped the tree And then we're going to put some foam, pop him up. Okay, then we're going to take our snow, our packet of snow, that we used on the door. It just depends on how much you want in. Again, I had quite a bit left over, but I'll probably put a lot more in this time. Now, keep it up here by the deer and in the center. Again, like I said, I didn't use it all, but once you touch this though, it's like static electricity. The more you put it in too, it's just going to kind of go to the bottom anyway. Okay, I put my things there. Yeah, see, it's already sucking up, and you don't want it to get on here. Okay, it's going to hang over the top. Let me put too much in. We'll get some of it settled to the bottom here. Oh goodness, don't tell me I put too much in. Whoops, sorry guys, as I smack you with the camera. Okay, I'm going to have to definitely play with that. So, there we go. It will start to loosen up. I had piled it. And you'll just have to, I wouldn't use that much, but if you can get it to stick up there, and it's really not this difficult, I promise. I'll just have to play with it because it's stuck up there in his butt. Let me show you the difference. So this is where I didn't use as much. I thought, oh, I'm going to put a little extra in there. Don't put a little extra in there. But it'll still be okay once it settles. And once I beat it around a few more times. But see, it's getting stuck up there. But I won't worry about that right now. Okay, because I've had you on here long enough, you're probably like, gosh, I'm sick of this. So I have a big snowflake, and then the small one. Later, I went back and added the greenery because we had it left over. Then the words merry and bright. So I'm going to put those on first. And again, I just followed, but see, they didn't look too bare. That's why I added some greenery, and I still may add some more stuff. Stars, they're right here. And then we want, oh, and the banner. The banner wasn't on there. So this is that black banner we'll get out of our ephemera. I put that across the top because it just was too bare. And it's the polka dot one. And it came with the ephemera pieces. See, I think it'd be also cute because I didn't, well, you've got some more houses on your others, and you could put a house in there instead. That would be so cute too. And we'll cut this. These are not the right stars. Because the stars have stitching on them. But I don't have one with stitching on it. Let's see if it's over here. Nope. So I'm just going to use them because we have lots of stars. Oh, you know what? No, the stars were not shown on your flipbook packaging. That's right. They didn't use stars. I added those. Okay, so you'll have to cut this. And then I just glue the ends. I hope you so. my deer's in a blizzard right this moment. He's stressed. So I'll put my glue right on the snow globe so it hangs over. Let's go ahead and get our Merry and Bright down. And I did get another snowflake because it does have 3. So we'll need the third one. Tomorrow morning, I'll start and we will finish Oh, What Fun. And then that project is complete 100%. And then we'll just work on this. This one will take a couple more days. So I'm looking for the snowflakes we just took out because there's a small one I missed. This one right here. No, I used the bigger one. Right under the banner that I put on. Like I said, the banner was not on the sheet. And then I'm going to use a dot on this one. Everything's just too flat. Otherwise, there we go. And then I'll add the leftover greenery here after we're done with the inside. So let's flip the little guy up. And a couple things I added. I'm going to turn him sideways. And you guys have all your little circles. And then we want our carrot nose. Our carrot nose. And these two big ones are his eyes. Oh, you did? Oh, yay. And then you're going to want the two greenery. The berries. And earlier I had that one bow that fell out when we were doing the fireplace. And that's the one I want. And this is why I like to have my desk cleared off when I'm working with 49 and Market and Tamra stuff, because it goes everywhere. So you've got some little bows. There it is. Is that the one? That's not the one. But one thing I did add, I added this frame up to his hat because we had that left over and it was too bare. So I did add a frame. And I have already lost all my little buttons. So they're there. They're hiding. They were attached to your door in the flip book. And I'm like, oh my gosh, there are so many pieces. Those are not the words I want to say right now, guys. There's just so many pieces to this thing. And it's not like I can even take it apart beforehand, as you can see, because the way it is. Okay. On, and everything falls out. Your florals, I want you to grab. See, I'm going to have to just get a cookie sheet or something. I got to figure something else out for when we do 49 and Market projects. See, this is what I chose to put here. And I really liked it a lot better. Now, when we add greenery here, so you won't even see that back because the greenery extends and it doesn't even show. And there's that little frame. So we're going to just put down his eyes. We're going to cut a small piece of white to go into that frame from your white matting cardstock if you have it handy. I have a little strip here. I'm just going to lay this down. And I'll trim it to the frame. And glue this on. And once again, we'll just glue the back down so we can add a photo. Now, wouldn't that be cute? Like the beagles out playing in the snow, or your grandkids. Just something small. Maybe they built a snowman, so you take a picture of your little snowman. Okay. I didn't need it on the ends, actually. Lost my rag. Okay. Make sure that's centered. There we go. Oh, and you can see with it now at the top of the book how it flips over just fine. Okay, let's take our greenery and we're going to add a dot of glue at the bottom. So we'll glue those guys together. And then we'll add another dot for the berries. Okay, and we'll cover the stem. Let me see. So this one I'll turn in just a little bit. To cover the ribbon. Oh, I thought I was too, actually. I did set that one off to the side, Diane, and that's, yeah, then I realized, no, that's not the one. So thank you again. I'm glad that you're here again. You guys take care of where I put things. Now, you know, there's no real placement here. Just wherever you want your carrot nose to be. Now we're going to see mine's a snow girl because I put a bow on her. And you can make it a tin soldier by putting the buttons up here, like Melissa was saying, how cute, or punch them with your other papers. And then the smaller ones are going to be the mouth. So you could have a close-side snowman or however you like it. But I'm going to put down his nose first. To kind of help keep the center of where his eyes should go. And then they fall anyway. Get over here. This is the worst of it, you guys. We just did, trust me, this is the most difficult, what we just did tonight. So when we get together, probably tomorrow night, we should fly through. In the morning, I'll finish, because we just got to do our covers on Oh, What Fun. And that's 100% done. And then Saturday night, we should be able to fly through this. Because the door, the snow globe, all the hard pieces are done. So you have 6 or 5. Or, there we go, 6. And you could have just that if you want. But we have 6. And we're going to try and make a happy snowman. My other one wasn't quite so happy. Maybe he's sad because his nose is so big. We're just going to put him on and be done. He's got a big mouth. Okay, I think that looks good. Don't you fall. There you go. You know what, Sandy, I was kind of thinking that too. Maybe I would only use 5. So you just reassured me here. Oh, maybe not the way, you know what? I should have used 5. But the way I put that end one, let's see. In the beginning, I was thinking, gosh, this is probably too many for this little guy, but that's It's okay. Look who's putting him together. So he can be cockeyed. I never said things I make come out perfect. I let my personality shine through, right? So much. And you could even take some blush, make some cute little cheeks. But at least he's kind of a happy snowman. Okay. Like I said, this is the hardest part. And then you can put your photos there. Yes, character. He has lots of character. So there's my two different snowmen. Well, they're not too far off, are they? He's got whiter eyes. This is the original. So see, my original snow falls much nicer. Just be careful when putting your snow in and then that you don't add as much as I did. But after I think I play with it, I think it'll be fine. And it just looks like he's in a snowstorm really bad, so we're good. And then that's where I'm going to leave you. So tomorrow night, we'll just start by decorating our tree. Like I said, this was kind of the worst of it. Actually, that fireplace and whatnot, the rest of it is going to be a breeze. We will decorate our door. We've already got the snow in, so we're good. I did mine a little different than what they show on your packaging. What I did different was I put the words. So you'll be able to choose your words. There's a lot of words to choose. That's the only thing I did different. And we've already done the back of this one. So now tomorrow night we should breeze through. I'll have my ribbon from the warehouse, and we'll hopefully get this all finished tomorrow night. Yeah, I think it turns out so cute when it's finally done. And I will see you then sometime tomorrow, and we'll get our album. We'll get her finished. Thanks, guys, and good night. Happy Friday too. We're at the weekend finally, but closer to Christmas. Oh my goodness, so much to do. Good night.